Welcome. My name is Harminder Singh, and this is Monash University's Prato Study Centre, where we'll be doing the executive course on innovation and leadership. We're very fortunate to have this centre because it's within Italy, and as you're aware, Italy has a rich history of design, everything from the fashion house of Milan to the car manufacturers of Ferrari, and within Prato itself we have a number of exciting new companies as well as traditional ones like Piaggio, and we'll be using them as part of real-life case studies in this course. Innovation has become critical for organisations because whilst we may be familiar with the product life cycle, where we introduce a product into the marketplace, there's a growth, it leads to eventually maturity and the issue of commoditization, where it's very difficult to differentiate one product from another. That's a particular area of innovation, but also something that's often forgotten is before we even can launch a new product or service, then there are R&D and launch costs. And when we look at profits, we find that we are not really making much profit in the early stages, and it's only later that can we recover those costs. It's a particular issue for companies because once we reach the issue of commoditization, what is it that a company, your company, should be looking at? And there's basically two areas that we can consider innovation. One is that aspect of customer-facing innovation, and the other is our own internal activities. So in terms of customer-facing, it's the product. It's also the services that customers may enjoy. And this will be the same for public sector or private sector. In terms of our internal activities, we can look at the processes by which we get these products and services to market, but also in the age of the internet, one of the big areas of innovation is business models. How do we actually get our products to the customer? Some of the questions we'll explore in the 5-day course are those that companies around the globe are considering. First of all, what does innovation mean? And in particular, what's the role of creativity? What is clear now from the research, that creativity is not the sole activity of a tortured individual genius. Creativity is something that we can manage. There are techniques to increase that within the organisation. The important feature of that is there is a critical role for you as a manager, and as we'll explore on the course, it's really your role as a leader within the organisation that is important. As someone who's either a senior manager or an operational manager, the closer you are to the activities of the organisation, the closer you are to frontline work, the better able you are to innovate. But also, the organisation as a whole has to look at the strategy it follows. What is the innovation strategy? Is it aligned to the business strategy? And we'll explore and we'll introduce frameworks and techniques for you to evaluate and assess the state of innovation in your organisation, and of course, how that can be improved. For the Executive Short course, you'll get a solid base of theory, but also the experience of putting the theory, the models and the frameworks into practice. It's a multifaceted course with speakers from the outside, live case studies, and many other things around the cultural life of Prato. In terms of this course, we invite you to bring along critical issues around innovation that you are facing in your workplace. You'll have an opportunity to look at these and come to some answers within a group work setting, but also as the course leader and having had a number of years experience as a management consultant, I will also be available to give you individual attention. And if you're from the public sector, we can also look at things like public value and service innovation, which is critical in that particular sector. So I hope this introduction has given you a flavour of what this short course will be all about, and I hope you recognise that in constructing this course we've placed you at the centre. So I look forward to seeing you in Prato.